Ah, Emily, Laser Princess, Pink Raccoon, all that. Uh, got another one that I don't particularly enjoy this one uh, on a number of levels. Got a. It's basically the mentally ill people are either bad or pitiable episode, depending on how you actually take it. It's season 5, episode 9, listening to fear, and this is the one that kind of gets the ball rolling on the uh, Ben glory thing and kind of making that into a tiny little bit of a mystery, I guess. Um, I kind of figured something was up between them pretty early on, but again, that's a problem that I have with a lot of this stuff is figuring stuff out. Uh, it's no fun being able to figure stuff out halfway through the movie. Ah, okay. Anyway, I guess I forgot about Riley using the feed need to hunt. It's gross as well. Yeah, he's running around suckering vampires into his trap by letting them feed on him. So, yeah, I guess I don't know if he's again. I don't know if he's using the vampire hookers at this point or not, but he's definitely using his blood as an enticement to stake them. Joyce versus Jello, the eternal battle. And yeah, ambulatory things going in my mouth is not appealing. Um, yeah, not a fan of Jello. The substance, not the singer of the Dead Kennedys, obviously. Huge fan of Jello Biafra. Yes, Willow, you dusted too. How many more could you get if you hid and hit them with telekinetically manipulated pencils? She's so powerful, and yet she is continuing to stick herself in this sidekick role because, for whatever reason, Willow using magic is so horrible a thing. Oh, Riley's getting into being 8. This episode is always like Alec Baldwin in The Shadow. Oh, that knife. And my fucking pen went out again, right at the bottom of the page. And now it's all in red, which makes it harder to read. Ah, all my pens are dead. Ah, more horrifying than anything on Buffy, except maybe Glory. Glory is horrifying and beautiful. A sort of sci-fi thing. Monster from the void. Too bad the initiative got broken down and reoriented because Riley might have been able to call in Starfleet. I don't know, but I get the feeling that Technocracy kind of gave up on the initiative. It would make sense. They're not a money making organization. Willow not liking the body finding. Who would? It's the slime that gets to me. I want to throw up. Me, I'd rather wait it out in the hospital, to be honest. As long as I have tablet and all. Oh yeah, if I had my tablet, I would not have a problem with being in a hospital for a bit. Wouldn't bother me. Also, and maybe just me, but I think the whole season is basically Joyce will die. Yeah, it's you know foreshadowing on this show. People who utterly lack depth are the ones that usually end up determining things that are considered deep in popular culture, and that's just kind of a shame. Zero misinformation. Can't help remind us all the black guy in the initiative died, and his role as Riley's best friend is now the white guy who was strictly secondary while the black guy lived. The black guy, Forrest. Yes, I do remember the name now. I'm not sure exactly why I have this block. Probably because of Forrest Gump, and the characters are so different that it's hard to think of the character Forrest on Buffy when Forrest Gump is out there, because Forrest Gump has so much more personality. And just an awful person. In the book, he's so bad. They really softened him up a lot in the movie. And even then, not a good guy, if you really think about it. Slimy bug beast of the stars. Another near Spike level of grossness. Yeah, yeah. Doctor probably should have fought against Joyce going home. Probably should have. I know they do have rules about keeping people in hospitals when they really need to, or at least they probably should. And she doesn't really seem like she should be going home. At this point, let me be clear. This Buffy as Xander's evil plot scheme was a bad idea. I'm not sure why I wrote that. Of course, Tunguska had to come up. You know, it was inevitable in an episode about a monster from the stars. Weird but true, Buffy had competition. Kindred the Embraced made it a few episodes as basically Buffy, but mostly adults. Sitcom melodrama and all that, but with World of Darkness stuff explicit, clans of vampires and all that stuff. Actually, I liked that show. I enjoyed it for while it was around. They had another one that was on the same channel at around the same time called Prophet. That was a deeply disturbing look into what is basically the technocracy. Ah, fucking Buffy wrapped up in dishwashing and crying. Again, I say, why not make the key, Dawn, capable of defending herself at least a little? You know? Queller demons are fucking nasty. Yes, zero misinformation. Is Ben's relationship with Glory and his nature ever addressed? It's annoying how none of that ever seems to get covered on the show. There are passing references to it, and I guess you kind of leave the season with a basic idea of what's going on with them, but not really. And when Giles ends up killing Ben, is that actually going to stop Glory? It's never like there's got to be some way for her to get back. You know, it's just weird. I don't know. The I'm just not sure what the point of Ben was on the show, except I guess to just be killable. So in the end, when Giles kills him, it does solve the problem somehow. But it's just weird. It's very weird, and how they keep forgetting each other's actions and stuff. Also, yeah, I pity Glory for having to have a male counterpart as well. That would suck. It's not as bad as being a trans woman in America today, but it would still suck. Have to have to be a guy sometimes. Ugh. Zero misinformation, just opinion. Don't ban me.